Hi, I'm Sean from B95.5, The Breakfast Club with Meredith, you know her. Anyway, this is Cooking with Sean. Tonight we're going to make garlic soup. Now the first time I had this was on vacation in the Bahamas and I absolutely loved it. I mean, it's the most amazing thing you've ever tasted. You probably, like me, have never had it before. So when I came home, I had to learn how to make it. I've done this once before, and this is an entirely different recipe right here. So we don't know how this is going to come out, but I think it's going to come out pretty good. First things first, whenever you're cooking, you're going to need some music. I like to go with this. Alexa, play B95.5.
B95.5 from TuneIn.
Yes. Got a little Delilah going on, and you're going to need some of this. Some wine, or beer, or twisted tea, whatever your choice is. I'm going with a little Riesling tonight. Okay. Now we're getting ready to cook. So, in order to make garlic soup, you're going to need these ingredients. A boatload of garlic, a lot of garlic, a lot of onions, chicken stock, some butter, some thyme, which we're going to chop up, heavy whipping cream. See, you know this is good, right? I mean, we're putting this whole stick in, kids. Okay. Olive oil, and some Parmesan cheese. You can get a block of cheese and grate it, or I got it pre-grated. Either way, it's going to be absolutely delicious. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to chop up the onions, get them to the ingredient list. I'm doubling this because the last time I made this, I think I made like 4 bowls, and you're going to want a lot more than that. So I'm doubling this. So I'm going to need like, let's see here, 4.5 cups of onions. So I'll be chopping this for a while, and soon I will come back. We'll be a little bit more ready to go. I'm all right. Just thinking about all the other. Why all the other? Why? I need more time. Get it? Time. All right, now we have chopped up all of our onions. As you'll see, there's 4.5 cups of onions here. Remember, we're doubling this recipe. I've got 3 teaspoons of thyme. Always important to have a lot of thyme. And then garlic. Now, the thing with the garlic is they called for, let's see here, 26 unpeeled garlic cloves and 18 peeled. So I doubled it. So here are my unpeeled, and these are my peeled. Now we're going to use the peeled garlic after, but what we're going to do now is we're going to roast these. So you leave the peel right on during the roasting process. But before we get started, let's get to the most important thing, right? Because you can't be cooking if you don't enjoy. Okay. No problem. We've got this. We're going to roast those garlics. It's going to take about 45 minutes, all said and done. What? Suck what in? Suck. Oh. Okay. So, there we go. We got our wine. We're going to take these garlics, we're going to put them in a bowl. Yeah, this will be easier this way. Yada, yada, yada. Bing, gada, bing, gada, boom. Okay. And we're going to add 4 teaspoons of olive oil. 1, 2, 3. I'm a little... Trick to cooking, my dad always told me, is you don't really measure. You measure when you bake, you don't measure when you cook. You know what I mean? We're going to add some pepper. Salt, and some Italian seasoning, which I love. It's one of my favorite things. You can put Italian seasoning in just about anything. Then you're going to toss that up. In the bowl. We want a glass baking sheet, or a baking pan. I don't know why. Toss that a little heavy. Okay, Sam, just get that. Always have a dog handy. You got it all tossed. Put it in your dish, thusly. Nice, right? Okay. Now we're going to cover this tightly with aluminum foil. And we are going to bake it, as I said, for 45 minutes. This will be the roasted garlic part of our garlic soup. Okay. So I'll pop this in the oven, which has already been preheated to 350. Ow! And burn myself. I'm going to hit the timer. 45 minutes and no, he doesn't, Sam doesn't like garlic, so that's, we'll be back, 45 minutes on B95, boy, bye. All right, we're back. Now, we've roasted our garlic. Ah! Okay, it's a little hot. We've roasted our garlic, and we're taking them out. You just squeeze, and the wrapper or whatever, the skin comes off, and then we're going to put those in a small bowl here for a minute or for later. It's the wine, but this is going to be good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we got our big soup pan here. We got it on medium-high heat, and I am going to put this stick of butter in. Yes, the entire stick of butter is going in. This is not really a Weight Watchers kind of meal. Oh, melting immediately. Love it. Don't want it to get too brown, so I'm going to stir that up. And then I'm going to add in my onions. Oh, yes. By the way, I can't even tell you, and I know that it's tough here because of this being a video, but this house smells amazing right now. I can't even tell you. Now I'm also going to add in my thyme, and I'm going to cook this for about 6 minutes until the onions are nice and clear, translucent. Just cook this for 6 minutes, cook it down. Then we are going to add our raw garlic cloves, which I went ahead and tossed in that bowl that I was using earlier. Then we're going to add the roasted garlic, and we're going to add our chicken stock. And then we'll get into processing, and that is really the hard part of this whole thing. Other than that, it's time consuming, but it's sort of an easy recipe. So let me cook this down, add the garlic in, get the stock going, and then we'll get into the processing section of this. And then we're almost done, and you're going to have the most delicious soup ever. We'll be right back. All right, so we've cooked our onions down with our thyme for about 6 minutes or so. Got it nice and good. So what we're going to do now is, this is going to be the roasted garlic that we have now peeled, and we're going to add that in. And then we're going to add in our raw garlic. Oh gosh. And then I have measured out about 7 cups of chicken stock, which I am now going to add in. And now we are beginning to get soup. So what we're going to do now, and I told you this was time consuming, I'm not kidding. This is now going to simmer on low for about 20 minutes. We want these raw garlics to get nice and soft as well, because after this, we're going to put it in the processor, mix it up, get it all soft and blended, and then you put it back in the pot. We add the cream, and we've got garlic soup. So 20 minutes later, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Okay, so we've cooked it down for 20 minutes, the soup. I put it into this pitcher here because it kind of makes it a little bit easier, but you see it's still kind of thick and clumpy and it's got the garlic in it. So that's why we do the process. So we're gonna smooth this whole thing out and we're gonna go a little bit at a time. So I'm gonna pour it into here. Get some clunks in there too, because that's pretty important. And then one batch at a time, I'm going to process this. All right, we're clicked in good. It's still a little bit hot. And you want to get it nice and smooth and creamy. And we should be able to get this lid off. There we go. And then we're going to pour it back into our bowl. So see, we're a little bit creamier now. Now I'm going to continue this process until I've got it all done, and then we're back for one final take, and we've got garlic soup, my friends. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Now we are cooking with gas, my friends. Nice and creamy. It smells amazing. And this is where we add the cream. And we are going to need 1 cup of whipping cream. Look at, see now it's lightening up nicely. And what you will do at this point, you can just kind of keep this on low, keep it warm, and let it kind of cook through. But it's pretty much done. All we have left is serving, and I will show you that next. Okay, we are almost done, and it's only 11:30 at night. It's gonna be so much fun tomorrow morning. Okay, so we've got our Parmesan cheese shavings. What you're gonna wanna do is you're just gonna break some apart and put those on the bottom of the bowl, just like this. And this is going to make it even more robust. Then we're gonna ladle in some of this delicious soup. This. Oops, making a little bit of a mess. You're gonna wanna be a little bit neater than me, but again, it's late, and I know we're all tired, and by all, I mean everybody in this house, but I can't even explain to you the smell that we are experiencing. I'll take one of my napkins and I'll wipe these off because presentation is key, my friends. You want to make sure you present this nicely to whoever you're serving it for. And then, what I want to do is take a little bit of Parmesan and put it right in the middle there. And then, just for decoration purposes, I'm going to put a little thyme in the middle as well. Just like that. And you have garlic soup. Bon appetit, or whatever they say. This has been Cooking with Sean on B95.5. Beat that, girls.